Hey, it's a Yogi Momo. Today's workout is a power core flow. As you enter the holiday season and you are prepared to eat all kinds of yummy things, we got to keep that digestive fire ignited. So today is not for the faint of heart, but it is also for everyone. I want you to give yourself grace, patience, and however many minutes you can hang with us, it's more than the minutes you started off with. So it's going to be a great day. Stay tuned. And afterwards, when you catch your breath, hit subscribe. So here we are. It is the holiday season, and typically if your family is like my family, there are certain things that we like to eat and partake in that we would not normally have the other months of the year. So this morning's flow, or today's flow, is a little more of a power core flow. So we're really going to do some things to take care of our core, because when you think about the core, it is not just the muscles that you imagine right here in your belly. Your core really is this nice corset of muscles that go all the way around you, from the side body, the obliques, to your low back. And what happens is when you increase your core power, you actually get those digestive fires inside of you working at the pace and at the rate that you need them to. All right, so we're going to do some things to get the core strengthened physically, but also to help all the good, amazing organ function that you've got that you're going to need headed into this holiday season. So grab your mat, grab some water. Let's get started. It's not for the faint of heart, but it is accessible to everybody. So I'm going to offer you some modifications throughout. Don't give up. Even if you get into this and you only do the first 10 minutes, hey, that is 10 minutes more than you had already spent on your mat. So again, focus today is on the core. All these incredible muscles that create stability in our low body, give our upper body that great stable foundation from which we can then rise up, stand tall. The joke is yoga makes you taller. It doesn't make you taller. It just makes you finally stand into your full posture, into your full height, because you've grounded down, you've empowered yourself, you've stabilized yourself, and then life is just good from there. So come and let's come to standing at the top of your mat. So I'm actually going to face you for the first little bit, then I'll turn in a minute. We're going to work on getting our breath integrated, connected to us from a standing position. So I want your ankles underneath your hip bones, not the outer parts of your hips. Your hip bones stacked under your shoulder bones. Hands are open, shoulders are back, you're looking straight ahead, and maybe you're smiling. All right, right here I want you to close your eyes. For the first few rounds of breath, just let it come. I want you to notice the rising and falling of your chest. Notice how your belly feels. Notice any spots where you might be a little tight from the low back, the shoulders, the neck, the hips. Notice your brow. Is it wrinkled? Is it holding stress? Is it holding tension? Just notice. A few more breaths right here. All right, open up your eyes. We're going to begin with our three-part breath. From the belly, we fill the ribs, we inflate the chest, and then when we exhale, it's the same thing, but it's backward. Chest, ribs, belly. Imagine blowing up a balloon and then letting the air go out. We're going to get the breath nice and balanced. It's going to help fuel our practice today, so stand tall. Here we go. Arms are going up with us. Inhale, take the arms up. Palms meet at the top. Ready? Exhale, take the hands down. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, take the hands down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Twice more. Exhale down. 1 more. Up and down. All right, shake those shoulders out. You know what balanced breath feels like. Our goal is to keep that going. So I'm going to turn with you to the top of my mat. Stand tall. Let's take the breath and the arms up. Here we go. As the hands come together, exhale, hinge and fold, bringing everything down. Arms are going to hang. Maybe they touch the ground, maybe they don't. Maybe the legs are straight, maybe the knees are bent. But whatever's happening in that body, I want your head just to hang. So if your hands can reach the ground, let them just reach. If they can't, you can let the arms dangle. You also can grab opposite elbows. So we're not trying to overstretch just to touch the ground. We're trying to fold. That's all we're doing. We're folding. The chest is getting closer to the thighs. We're going to keep that balanced breath going from here. So ready? Inhale. Exhale, fold a little more. Let all that breath go. Inhale.
Exhale, continue to fold. These are tiny, like micro movements as you fold. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Exhale. I know the hamstrings are feeling it. 1 more. And exhale. All right, keep it right here in this fold. Bend the knees a little more. Place your hands on the ground. Come onto your hands and knees. So from here, out of that forward fold, we're on our hands and knees in tabletop. We're going to keep the same breath going, but this time we're going to move through cat-cow because we're headed into plank next. So from here, fingers are spread wide. That's your number 1 rule. When the hands come down, the fingers spread wide. Remember that every time. Here we go. Inhale, drop your belly, look up slightly. Exhale, arch the back, take your chin towards your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. That's your cow. Exhale, arch your back, look towards your belly button. Cat. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. 2 more. And cow. And cat. 1 more. Cow. Exhale, cat. All right, from here, we're back in all fours. Your fingers are still spread wide. Your knees are on the mat, and so are the tops of your feet. I want you to curl your toes, so now it's the balls of your feet that are trying to reach into the mat. Knees are still down. We're going to lift and lower the knees as we breathe. So, ready? Take the knees up. Inhale. Exhale the knees down. Toes are still curled. Inhale, take the knees up. Exhale, take the knees down. Couple more times. Inhale the knees up. Exhale the knees down. 1 more. Exhale down. Guess what? This time we keep them up, but we keep breathing. All right, so make sure those hands rooted down. The backs of your hands are pressing into the mat, distributing the weight equally from the wrist all the way out through the fingers. All right, inhale, take the knees up and hold. But breathe. So your shins are parallel to the mat. Your knees and your shins are hovering. Your toes are pressing into the mat. Heels are pressing back. We got 3 more breaths right here. 2 more. 1 more. Exhale the knees down. Uncurl those toes. Push your bottom back towards your heels. Let the forearms rest. Bow your head, child's pose. So this should feel really nurturing as you bring the forehead down and the chest collapse towards the thighs. I told you it's all about the core today. So as you're resting in child's pose, notice that warm feeling that's already ignited, I know, right around your belly. So the first thing I want you to tell yourself is that it has nothing to do with the physical shape that you are in. We are intentionally warming the belly up. So we're warming up those core muscles. And the one thing that I love about core workouts, I focus a lot on core in my own personal practice, is because your solar plexus chakra is right there. That is the energy center of your self-worth, of your self-confidence, the power of who you are as a woman, as a man, as a caregiver, as a student, as an employee, whoever, whatever your roles are. That's your power center. Keep breathing in child's pose and just listen. The solar plexus chakra. So yes, I love core workouts, but I love it because as my digestive fires get fueled up, I am also releasing the subtle energy of the confidence of who I am as a person. The belief that I am valuable and that I am worthy. 1 more breath right here in child's pose. All right, let's come up. We're going to do that exact same thing 1 more time, except we're going to skip the parts where we lift and lower. We're just going to lift and hold. So first, fingers spread wide. Curl those toes so the balls of the feet are what's on the mat. Knees are down. Inhale, take the knees up. Hold right here. It's just a little tiny lift. My knees are barely off the mat, just an inch or 2. Fingers spread them wide. Root down in the hands. 5 breaths here. 4, 3, 2, you've got this. 1 more. Exhale the knees down, uncurl the toes, forearms come down, bow your head. We rest. We will always make sure that the igniting of the core is complemented by the resting of child's pose. It's a beautiful pairing of 2 poses where we ignite
and then we restore. And then we ignite again, and then we restore. Let's stay in this child's pose for 3 more breaths. Because coming up next is plank. 2 more breaths. 1 more, big inhale. Exhale, release. Bring yourself up, you're on your shins. All right, forearm plank is next. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of forearm plank. I told you today is a little more of a power flow. Remember, however many minutes you spend, it's more minutes than you had before. So you stay with me as long as you can. If we're still going and you need to rest, you come back to child's pose. Take 5-10 cleansing breaths, and then you can be ready to rejoin us. So listen to your body. All right, you don't have to make it through the whole thing. Just make it basically to the point where you can. Find rest, and then you make it a little more. All right, we're back in tabletop. First thing we do, put the forearms down. Now look at my forearms. My arms are on the mat and my fingers are spread wide, but I also can make fists with my hands. For some people, this is a really nice stability. I personally like to bring my hands together. Having my hands out, I don't feel like gives me the right stability, but each person's a little different. So you gotta kind of play with it. My hands are gonna come together. I'm getting ready for forearm plank. So my butt's kind of sticking up, but it's about to come down. So here we go. Left leg goes back. I'm on the ball of my left foot. My heel's pushing back. Right leg goes back. Now look how remember my butt was way up here. Now it's coming down more in line with my shoulders. Knees are off the mat. I'm looking at my hands and I'm breathing. We're here for 10 breaths. If you need to put your knees down, do that. Take a couple breaths with the knees down, then pull them back up. And yes, I'm still keeping track. We got 7 breaths to go. And 4. And 2. Take your knees down, uncurl your toes, arms stay on the mat, roll back into child's pose. It's amazing how your body sticks with you in things like plank and those little knee hovers when it knows a child's pose is coming. So we don't just push and push and push our body. We ask it to stay challenged, and then we give it moments to restore. That is this beautiful complement of the hard and the soft, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. So we don't just push. We've got to find time to restore. So take 2 more breaths right there in child's pose. Let's gently come up. All right, ready for round 2 of plank. We're going to add a little here. So back into all fours. Take your forearms, put them down, whatever way you like. All right. Left leg goes back, left knee is up. Right leg goes back, right knee is up. My hips are coming a little more in line with my shoulders. Now we're going to rock onto the edge of our right foot, onto our right forearm. If this becomes too much, you can always put your left foot down and let that support you. Left arm goes up. Left hand behind the back of the head. And we're going to crunch and fold. Here we go. Fold and come up. And fold. And up. 3 more. And up. 2. And up, because plank wasn't hard enough. Last one. Hold here. Take the hand high. You've got this. Let's dip the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to forearm plank. Take 3 breaths here. 2, 1. Whoo, knees down, push back to child's pose. Oh, if you didn't already feel that little warm place in your belly, you are feeling it now. Let's rest in child's pose. Let the shoulders go. You can also take the hands while you're in child's pose, put them in prayer, bring them back towards your head. So the arms don't always have to be out in front of you in child's pose. You find the pose that gives you the most restoration for your body. 3 more cleansing breaths here, and you know we did the right side, which means this next round, we're doing the left. 2 more breaths. And 1. All right, come back up. You're on your shins. Come into all fours. Alrighty, here we go. Forearms go down. Let's get set first. Get your arms where you want them. Send the left back, lift the knee. Send the right back, lift the knee. Bottoms in line with the shoulders. Hang out here. Or, let's go. Tip on the left forearm, the edge of the left foot. Take the right arm up. Right hand goes behind the head. And we fold. 5, lift. 4,
lift, 3, up, 2, up, 1, up, lift the right hand. You got this. 5 hip dips. Dip the hip and lift, and dip, and up, 3, 2, 1. Fold back or roll back to your plank, 3 breaths. 2. Inhale. Exhale, knees down. Woo, take a child's pose. And this time I encourage you, take your arms back. Let your hands go towards your feet. You're going to feel that restoration in your shoulders this time. Let everything go. Find the restorative pose of child's pose. Let it nurture your body. In the same way we challenge our bodies, we got to nurture them as well. And while you're in child's pose, if there were points along the way that your body said stop, or you had to take a break, I need you to give yourself grace right here in child's pose. There's nothing that says you have to do every single pose 100% of the time. It says, listen to your body. Your body's going to tell you what it's able to give you today. Every minute you're on your mat is invaluable, but there's no rule that says you have to do all the minutes. You do the minutes that your body is able, and the next time when you've taken care of your body, it gives you a little more. One more breath right here. Let's come up out of child's pose, and we're coming to standing. All right, we're going to do 3 rounds of a sun salutation. I'm going to really challenge you when we get to our plank. And so let me show you before you come down, because I want your gaze to stay on your hands, not trying to look at me. So once we do our sun sal, and we do the whole thing of halfway lifting, which looks like this, we take our hands down, and remember, fingers are spread wide. We step back to plank, 1 leg at a time. So we're in high plank here. Every time we come here, we're going to do 5 chaturanga push-ups. So watch my elbows. They come in, and I push up. And they stay in, and I push up. Don't let your elbows go out. Number 1, that's really bad form, but number 2, it is going to do terrible things to your wrist. Keep the elbows tucked close to your body. So when we come to that first round, we step back to plank. We're going to do 5 chaturanga push-ups. The next time we'll do 5 more, and then the last time we're going to change it up, all right? But you're going to have plenty of break in between, so don't think it's 5, 5, 5, all right? So you can do this. And you also, let me show you, you can do your chaturanga push-ups with your knees down. So balls of the feet are on the mat, push up here. The goal of the chaturanga push-up, so chaturanga is basically our body becomes a board, one straight board. We lower down. We extend from the crown of the head, through the neck, through the spine, out the tailbone. So we have this beautiful line of alignment going down our spine. Your chaturanga push-up, it actually creates that health down your spine as you're engaging the upper body, you're engaging the arms, you're engaging the core. It's a really beautiful thing. So, have I sold you yet? All right, here we go. Stand tall. Arms are alongside you. Remember, you do what you can do. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the shins, half lift. Hands are down, step back to plank. Here we are. Fingers are spread wide. We got 5 little push-ups. So keep the elbows tucked by your body. Here we go. 5, push up. 4, and up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, lower the body all the way down. Uncurl your toes. Fingers still spread wide. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Tuck the toes, push to your knees, lift your butt, down dog. Take a step in, and we're going to be here for 5 breaths. Catch your breath. Down dog, truly, I know it feels challenging, but truly, it is a resting pose. Fingers are spread wide. Heels can be up, heels can be down, knees can be bent, knees can be straight. But you're looking at your feet, and I am counting the breaths. You got 2 more. Shift your eyes to your hands. Walk your feet forward or step. Hands are on the shins, half lift. Hands go down, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let it all go. Grab your drink, we got 2 more rounds to go, and then you have done it. Your Christmas power flow. All kinds of good stuff happening right around the middle of your body. 2 more. All right, arms are alongside us. Shoulders are back. Look straight ahead. Smile. I know your breath is a little labored. You can do this. Big inhale, sweep the arms up. Bring the hands together. Exhale, fold. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Bend the knees, take the hands down, step back to plank. High plank. Now remember, you also can bring the knees down. We've got these 5 little push-ups. Fingers spread wide, elbows never flare out. Here we go. Lower and push up. Lower and up. 3, up, 2, up, 1, and keep lowering until the whole body comes down. Flip the feet. Big inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, I want you to lower down, bring the hands out, make a little pillow, put your forehead on the hands. Crocodile pose. I have a friend who she can do about a 90-second plank. She's amazing, but she will still say to this day, her favorite yoga pose is crocodile. Whew, let it all go. Forehead is on the hands. If your breath feels labored, here's where we readjust. So inhale and exhale. Try to get it balanced. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. And 2. 1 more. Start to lift your head. Bring the hands under the shoulders, elbows are tucked close by the body. Big inhale, look up, cobra. Curl those toes. Exhale, push to the knees, lift your butt, down dog. Take a little step in, pedal out your heels. So I want you to bend one knee, lower the opposite heel. Bend the other knee, lower the opposite heel. So walk it out. Like you're pedaling on one of those little something, stair climbers, whatever those are called. That's exactly what this looks like. So pedal, pedal. 2 more rounds. All right, eyes go to the hands. Step or walk your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, rise up. Exhale down. If you're keeping track, that's 2. You got 1 to go. And then it's time to rest. All right, 1 more. We're really going to hit it this time. We're going to add just a little bit right in the middle. You'll appreciate it. All right, here we go. Take the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands on the shins, half lift. Hands go down, feet go back. You're in plank, I want you to hold right here. Fingers spread wide. Stay in plank, lift your right heel, high up and lower. Lift your left heel and lower. Feel it in the glute, lift the right heel and lower. And left, lower. 1 more round, lift the right, lower. Lift the left, lower. Remember those chaturanga push-ups? We only have 1 here, so here we go. Exhale, bend the elbows, start to lower the whole body. Flip your feet over. Inhale, cobra, look up. Curl your toes. Exhale, down dog, push the hips up. Pedal out those heels just like before. Steady the breath. If your breath is audible, that's a good thing. We're adding 1 little lunge before we finish out our flow. Left leg stays, right leg lifts. Bend the right knee. Bring the foot through. If you need to, grab your calf and pull it through. Fingertips are on the mat. Left leg is long. Push through that left heel. Hang out right here. So your chest is probably laying on your thighs or your thigh, but we're about to get it up. Arms come alongside, lift the chest. Palms are pushing to the ceiling. Look straight ahead. Root into that front foot. Breathe. You are strong. You are powerful, and you are worthy. 2 more breaths here. Hands go back down. Chest comes toward the thigh. Take the right leg back. You're in down dog. But guess what? Before we do the left, we're going to flow. So push through. You're in plank. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Flip your feet over. Cobra or maybe up dog. Curl the toes. Lift the hips. Down dog. Whew. Breathe. We got 1 side and then you are done. Right leg stays, left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Bring it through. Right heel stays lifted. Chest is probably on the left thigh. Start to bring the arms alongside you. Chest begins to lift. Look straight ahead. You're not looking up. Look straight ahead. Push those palms like somebody's pushing against them. Resist. Root into the left foot. You got this. And hands come back down. Take the left foot back. You're in down dog. Whoo, feel the down dog. Now it feels like a resting pose. But you know what? We got to do one more flow and then we're going to finish this out. Eyes go to the hands. You're in plank. Everybody lower, bending the elbows. Flip your feet, cobra or up dog. Exhale. Curl the toes. Lift the hips, down dog. Eyes to the hands. Feet come forward. Hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down. Let's have a seat. All right, have a seat and cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. We did some cat-cows from a all fours position. That tabletop, now we're gonna do some cat-cows to cool down from a seated position. So just cross your legs in whatever way works for you. Shoulders are down. I know your breath feels a little bit labored. We're gonna bring it back to the balance. Inhale, start to fill your belly with air and look up. Exhale, roll the shoulders toward the ears, elbows flare out, chin to the chest. Inhale, drop the shoulders, look up. Exhale, roll the shoulders toward the ears, chin to the chest. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat, look at the belly. 2 more, inhale, cow. Isn't it amazing how quickly your breath rebalances itself? 1 more, cow. And cat. Come back to a seated position. Let's finish the work of this midsection of our body. So bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand comes behind us. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are down from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Hanging onto that left knee. Just twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist a tiny bit more. Inhale. Maybe you're as far as you're going to go. Just keep breathing in and out. You feel the twist in your upper body, in your belly, in your low back. Keep breathing. Release and come back to center. Shake the shoulders out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side and then we're done. All right, left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind us like an anchor. Drop the shoulders, sit up tall, breathe in. Exhale, twist. Looking toward the right side. Inhale. Exhale, twist, maybe going toward the back, toward that right shoulder. Inhale. Maybe you're done twisting. Maybe you go a little more. Wherever you are, hold. Breathe. Keep the shoulders down. One more. Slowly come back to center. Shake the shoulders, roll them a little bit more. Maybe bring the hands behind the back, clasp your fingers, look up. Oh, feel the stretch. Release. Bring your left hand to your heart. Bring your right hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Breathe. The beautiful thing is in just these few moments, we've released that energy of your solar plexus chakra. And what that means is your self-confidence, your self-worth have been unleashed inside of you, and it feels overwhelming. It feels like fire in your belly. It should. That's your power. But at the same time, as our hearts are open, when we begin to release our self-confidence, we also release the unconditional love we have for ourselves. And those two things go so beautifully together. You've got to love yourself to believe in the worth of who you are. Don't think about the things about yourself that you want to change. Just think about the way that you love yourself so much that you want to spend time and energy investing in the incredible creature of you. It's not about change. It's about when we finally begin to accept ourselves, the change just begins to come. It's not being complacent. It is unconditional love without judgment. And when I love myself that much, I will do anything to be healthy, to be whole. That's what we did today.
One more breath right here. Feel the heartbeat, feel the breath in your belly. Release your hands, bring them to heart center. Bow your head. Whether you made it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or the entire flow today, thank yourself for every minute you spent on your mat. Thank yourself for the child's poses, the moments of restoration. Thank yourself for that burning fire in your belly, igniting your AGNI, your digestive fires, and at the same time, unleashing the confidence of who you are. Let that be what you take off your mat. Namaste. Fire in the belly. Let's keep